Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we have the World Event team for Infernal Invasion, and we also have the Faction Assault team for the Wild Court. Here you see the World Event team. I have Tracker, Doomed Glaive, Forest Guardian, Spirit Dancer, and it's working really well. That Tracker is awesome. That's the only thing I changed about my team. Um, Forest Guardian starting the Warden class with Doomed Glaive with half mana. Also starting the Tracker with half mana. Also starting itself with half mana. The only one it doesn't start with half mana is the Spirit Dancer, which you could also use the, I think, Moon Chaser or whatever. I just like the coloration of the Spirit Dancer better. Plus, it lets you choose which color you turn to green instead of just it has to be purple with the other one. So I like the having the choice of the color. That way I can make sure I get an extra turn. So I think it works more consistently. Um, but yeah, this team is wrecking because the Tracker ignores armor 50% of the time. It does a Hunter's Mark before it does Skulls. So it plus with the metal that you got, the whole team is the metal. The metal is the team. Like I always get like panicked with these teams because they're so restrictive that it's hard to make a good team with the troops and the weapon restriction too. But the metal is the whole team. Like, the metal says it's going to do extra skull damage, so we just need to figure out some way to do skulls, and then we're good to go. So, the Tracker, one of the best skull damage troops in this kingdom. It ignores their armor 50% of the time. It applies a Hunter's Mark before it does skull damage. It just one-shots. I think the only one time it didn't one-shot through this whole, I recorded way more than this. I used it way more than this. I'm only putting 5 minutes on here because I'm trying to make it a shorter video today with just the teams. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a campaign task video. I already recorded it, and so I know we are because it's already recorded. But I wanted to get this video out to you as soon as I could with the teams, so you can use the Faction Assault team today. You can use the World Event team for the whole week. And we started this yesterday, but we were using Cockatrice in third, and it wasn't working as well. We didn't really need the brown mana anyway. We didn't really care too much about the Entangle or the mana drain. Like, we don't really need the Cockatrice. So I think the Tracker up top is working way better. It's, like I said, it's one-shotting like 99% of the time. Like, if I had to gun to my head, I'd probably say 95% of the time is one-shotting, because the only time it didn't is if maybe the enemy could not be Hunter's Marked for whatever reason. Plus, the 50% did not go off to ignore the armor, and maybe they also had skull mitigation. So all like 3 or 4 things had to line up, and then it was left with like 15 health or something. It was still crushed their face in. So Tracker here. McGrim Woods, 11 green brown, a Wargare. I guess it's not a beast, so it doesn't start with half mana, but it's just so awesome, I don't care. Create 7 green and 7 red gems, summon 1 to 2 dire wolves. It has Eagle's Eye, place Hunter's Mark on enemies when doing skull damage, armor piercing, 50% chance to ignore armor with skull damage, and Nature Link, gain bonus green mana from green gem matches. So that armor piercing and Eagle Eye makes an awesome first troop. Sometimes you'll lose it, but you got your hero as backup, it's fine, and you won't lose it until it already turned like 2 or 3 things into a corpse. So it's good. Doomed Glaive here, deal 39 damage based on tempering level, then it turns brown, or what does it turn? Brown gems to Doom Skulls. The Forest Guardian starts beasts with 50% mana, and it transforms purple gems to skulls and transforms brown gems to green. Allied beasts gain barrier, so all your beasts are going to gain barrier and start with 50% mana, which is going to include your hero, who is a warden. So that is good, and itself. So make sure it's fully traded. You want that Lord of Beasts, at least for your hero. And make sure you're also turning the brown gems to green. You kind of want to make sure you do your Doomed Glaive before you cast your Forest Guardian, because if it's going to turn all the brown to green, then you won't have any brown to turn to Doomskull. So always do your Doomed Glaive before your Forest Guardian. And then we have this Spirit Dancer. It transforms a selected mana color to green and then summons a Spirit Fox, I think. So lots of summon on this team as well if you get in trouble. And it summons a Leaf Storm also with the condition there. So good team. I didn't lose once with it, and I lost the tracker a couple times, but it wasn't a big deal because he had already skulled down like 3 of their troops, and then my hero just took care of the remaining one. And as you can see here, we're on the 2nd day of the world event, and I'm way up in 4th. I used all my sigils to do this, and I was crushing, getting lots of hearts. So good team there. Good team for the world event. I'm happy with it, but like I said, most of the team is the medal. Get as many medals, badges as you can. Make sure you collect your rewards so you can collect your tokens to create more badges or medals or whatnot. So here we are on the faction assault for Wild Court. I have Mountain Crusher with Titan, King Gobtruffle, Leprechaun. So we can't do the traditional Gobtruffle team with Forest Troll and Doomed Glaive because we can't use Forest Troll. So instead we're using 2 mana generators, nice mana generator tank with the Mountain Crusher. It's also doing a Dust Storm. As you can see in the bottom, we have 6 left. 6 turns. And, yeah, just cast your Gobtruffle when you got it. I was experimenting with getting both Gobtruffles up and then casting them, but I don't think it matters as much. Like, I would just get one up. Whenever you get the Gobtruffle up, cast it. You're going to put more green and brown on the board, and then that's just more for your Mountain Crusher and Leprechaun to explode. You can experiment with it if you want. I didn't really... Either way, I couldn't really tell a difference whether I got both Gobtruffles up first and then started casting them, or if I just casted them right away. Like, I didn't see too much of a difference. I think it might be a little bit safer to get both of them up and then start casting them, just so you maybe can get looping, since we don't have the Forest Troll. But yeah. With this event, to get all the rewards, all you need to do is buy the first 2 potions. Maybe even the first one. I'm not sure. I bought the first 2, and I ended up having 2 sigils left at the end. So, got all the rewards. Only went through level 80 or 90. You'll see at the end of this. You don't have to go that far to get these Tuesday faction events all the way done, which depends what your goal is with these. Are you trying to get 2,000 renown and get the pet? Are you trying to get pure faction done on level 500? And fully max out your pet, or what are you trying to do here? Like, my recent goal was just to get all the rewards for the event, to get the orbs, to try to get Zul'Goth, try to get Orbs of Ascension. My recent goal for these faction assaults on Tuesdays was just to get all the rewards. So if that's your goal, you only have to go up through level 80 or 90, and you only have to buy the first 2 potions. If your goal is to get the pet, you might want to buy a little bit further up. You're going to have to go to like level 450 or so, maybe do a little pure faction in there, if that's your goal. If your goal on this one day is to do level 500 with pure faction, you're going to have to get all the way to level 500, then you're going to have to switch to your pure faction team, and you're going to have to get that done. With all your potions, it's the best time to do it, but it's only a 1-day time frame, so you're going to have to do all that stuff in this one day. It's better to do it on like a weekend where there's 3 days to do it, which I don't know how often that would come around anyway. So now's your chance to get Wild Court done if you want to use potions and get your... Oh my gosh, every day, man, jeez. I think this happened like in the last 3 videos. My phone goes off. It's not even like noon or anything. It's like the morning. People bugging me in the morning. But anyway, yeah, I don't even know what I was saying, but it depends what you're trying to get out of this event. For me, like, I'm in a transition period right now, to where, right now I don't need the orbs, I don't need all the rewards, but I'm still kind of doing that, just because it's a habit. And what I should be doing probably right now is, I already got the pet, so I already did that. What I should probably be doing on these days is getting to level 500 and then doing my pure faction team to get that all those copies of those pets and whatnot, and to get all my renown. But at the moment, I'm like in it, like I said, a transition period. I'm kind of sick of going after chaos orbs and everything, so I'm kind of just taking a slight break, stacking up gems, stacking up gold, more focusing on metals than anything else. And yeah, But check and make sure you can't get some campaign tasks done while you do this. Like, there's one that said match green gems. Like, this is a perfect time to match green gems right here. Also, there was one that said get a delve done that's higher than level 20. Another good time, another task to do while you're doing this faction event. Also, with the world event team previously, there's going to be a campaign task to beat Amnesia, and Amnesia is the main boss, the main baddie in that world event. So make sure you're collecting your tasks. Check out your tasks. You may want to advance some of your tasks, because I can tell you now, one of them is to kill Amnesia, one of them is to match green gems, one of them is to use a Magrim Woods team, one of them is to complete a delve. So you're going to need to do all those things. So the earlier you can get your tasks done in the week, the more you can like kind of match it up with the events and get 2 or 3 done at the same time. Like, I already have all mine done, and it's Tuesday in the morning. Like, I got it. It took me like Monday and Tuesday morning, and that's now I'm done with all my campaign tasks already. And it's like I got them done like an hour, like 30 minutes ago, and it's so I got all mine done by like 9 o'clock on Tuesday, 9 a.m. on Tuesday. All my campaign tasks are done. So you gotta, because you're gonna need. It's based mostly on the events for the week, so you don't want to like get done with all your events and then do your campaign tasks, because they're gonna ask you to do things that you can do during the events. But anyway, look at this. We only needed to go through level 80 Wild Court to get all the rewards. So all you need to do, buy the first 2 potions, the Explosion and the Enchantment Potion. Use your Mountain Crusher, King Gobtruffle, Leprechaun. Make sure they're all fully traded, especially the Leprechaun. And put on Titan. Make sure that last trait is on with the Lord of Elementals or whatever it's called, where they get magic every time they cast. And yeah, should be good to go. You only have to do up through level 80 if you only just want the rewards. Maybe you're going for Sulgoth. Maybe you're just trying to get resources. Everybody else is going to go to level 500. I'm not sure how. I mean, I did it. I did. So it's possible to use this team, because I think I'm on like level 450 or 460 something. I definitely have the pet for Wild Court, so I know this team works. I think I was having a little bit of trouble at the end, but Wild Court is one of the harder ones to do the 500 on. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Tried to make this video a little bit shorter and just packed full of information here with the 2 teams. Yeah, hope I helped y'all out. We'll do a campaign task video tomorrow, but see if you can line them up. Peace.